Oh my god, time for a new video. So what's going on, guys? Let me ask you a simple question. What was the best Runescape drop you have ever received from killing a monster? My best drop was a Dragon 2H, which fucking sucks. Now, as most of you motherfuckers know out there, I don't train combat. I haven't trained combat in a year and a half on Runescape just because I don't want to. But if you guys really think about it, the drops that Runescape have added since like 2008, ever since they added these Hubba Hubba Grand Exchange, you know, Haba updates, like taking away everything and making us go to the GE to buy something instead of going on the forums like a normal player would. But ever since then, a shit ton of drops have been added to the game. Let's see, Dragon Claws, you know, just a whole bunch of other items that have been added, God Wars items, just tons and tons of really good items. It's not like the old type Runescape where you used to have Boros and the Kelpnite Queen that you would bitch slap the shit out of that thingy that would try to attack you, and you would get a dragon chain sometimes. Me? I never got no dragon chain. I got fucked. But guys, what I'm trying to say here is that, you know, back in the day when you would used to get an Abbey Whiff drop from, like, you know, an Abyssal Demon, you were the shit. Now you get an Abbey Whip drop, it's typical. Everyone's like, oh yeah, I've got one of those. I got, like, you know, a couple, well, actually more than just a couple, just hidden in my bank from killing those Abbey thingies a whole bunch of times. So RuneScape has really changed in looking at the drop perspective, because the drops as, like, you know, the old style RuneScape used to be a lot greater value, like getting a dragon chain. Now getting a dragon chain as a drop sucks balls! RuneScape is probably going to add a dragon crossbow in the game, and they probably will add more dragon type drops in the game, or probably something newer in the game. Probably make a whole new, like, set of armor called, like, the bunghole armor, and make it like 90 defense to wear, 90 attack to use, etc, etc. Get it from killing goblins! Yeah, you kill goblins a couple million times and you get a good drop like that. Okay, but this is what I'm trying to say right now, is that Dragon Claws for a drop is a really good drop to get. You know, you kill tormented demons, you get a Dragon Claws, you're the shit. You made like 30 something mil. Now, what happens in a couple years when RuneScape adds newer items to the game as like drops and stuff like that? Dragon Claws isn't going to be so much, like, you know, valuable anymore. Just like God Wars drops, I mean, yeah, they're worth a lot of moolah, but everyone is like, oh yeah, I've got one of those, I've got, you know, a couple of those, I've got one of those. Now it's going to change when they add more drops to the game. So I really want to know from you guys, what was the best RuneScape drop you have ever gotten from killing a monster? Whether it was at God Wars, or whether it was like a Dragon Chain or a Boros or something like that. Any type, you know, just your best drop. Because my prediction in about a few years when RuneScape adds newer items to the game, a Dragon Claws drop is just going to be typical. Just like right now, a dragon chain body isn't even typical. It's like a shitty little item to get as a drop. It really is. Everyone wants, you know, Dragon Claws as drops, some God Swords, and some other Hubba Hubba items. Just like as Abbey Whips are still good as drops, but it's like a typical drop, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people have 85 Slayer now. So leave a nasty dirty little comment telling me, well, tell me two things. One, if you predict in the future that Jagex will add more items to the drops, that will mess up a lot of things. Well, that's my prediction. And tell me what drops you guys have received. Me, I haven't received shit. I think it would be kind of funny if RuneScape changed location to some bosses. Like they swapped the KBD with the Sarah God, so people would go to the KBD thinking they needed a whole bunch of anti-fire potions, but really they were going to die because they didn't have the proper equipment. I think that would make a lot of people want to punch Mod Mark in the balls.